Cup, Essex up against Warwickshire here. The all-important news first of all is that Warwickshire have won the toss and they have, in cricketing parlance, invited Essex to bat. Warwickshire just making their way out from their changing room, which is below the stand in which we're in. That's second slip. Here's Hannon Dolby running towards us, in and bowls to Brown, and Brown on the drive will pick up the first boundary of the day, straight as a die.
In comes Booth. Oh, that's a good shot. That's driven straight down the ground by
Hannon Dolby into Brown again, and Brown again just pushes back past the bowler up towards the long off fence. It should be cut off on this occasion.
Booth in, and that one is going to be four, but that was a little bit of an airy shot, just maybe striding down the leg side a bit. Booth as well. That one is again just on leg stump, and it's turned round through mid wicket, and this could be a hat-trick of fours. The ball goes over the rope now. He comes in and bowls to him, and then very attractively driven by Coochie. Should be cut off and isn't. Barnard bowls to him. He's whipped that in the same sort of area, and that's gone all the way for six. Oh, he's bowling. Ed Barnard gets one through, and Coochie, just as he was getting going, that one nips back. And Coochie prods the bat at it but misses it, and it just knocks off the top bail.
And that is a magnificent boundary for Tom Wesley. In and bowls to Wesley. Wesley forces this off the back foot, and that'll be four more to the short boundary on the offside. Will two boundaries be followed by a wicket? He bowls now, and the answer's no. And in fact, it's in danger of being a third boundary. Might just be reeled in because it's going away.
All the way out there. Barnard comes in. Oh, he's wrapped on the pads. That looked close. That's out. Tom Wesley turned away, as batters tend to do, as if to say, well, clearly it's not out, so I don't need to look. And then he turns around and sees the umpire's finger is up.
And I think he would have been a better bet than those who did come in at that point. As here's a lovely back cut from Dash.
Booth round the wicket to the left-handed Brown. Brown pulls up one over the head of the man at short mid-wicket, and it's going to be a long chase around and won't get there.
Feeling confident after the way they played last week.
Booth to Brown. Brown gets an outside edge down to deep third and picks up a single, and that will take Nick Brown to a half-century. 50 from 60 deliveries, his fourth half-century in List A cricket.
Into ball, he's gone for it again, and this time he's got it right. It's slightly misjudged by the fielder who tried to anticipate that, Michael Booth.
Will Rhodes comes in and bowls to Robin Dass, and saying that, Dass has gone for a huge, great big yahoo and has been bowled. And he's in and bowls to Charlie Allison, who gets a lovely thick outside edge and guides that one down to the deep third boundary and picks up his first runs. Bowls to Allison. Oh, and Allison drives uppishly, lofted drive over mid-off. Couple of bounces and then rather trickles its way in the end.
Well, that last 20 overs, this ball will produce at least one run. They're going to come back for two, and I don't think they're in any trouble doing so. And that's his 100. Well played to Ed Barnard there. A fine knock has batted in the T20 in the last week. Suggests that he really has got the talent to become a leading player in this side. Here Brown's in and bowls to him. And he's thrashed this one. It wasn't actually that far away from being a catch, and he'd have been very annoyed if it had have been. Bowls to Allison. Allison hammers this one away through extra cover, and that's going to race to the boundary. Runs into bowl to Charlie Allison. Allison has hammered this one into the offside, and no need for anybody, even Craig Hamza. Bowls again. Brown has pulled this one. It's going up in the air, should be caught, and is. And that's Sheikh Hamza.
Be back in here. Yates bowls. He's down on one knee. Benkenstein, he's launched.
Lintott comes in and bowls. This time to Benkenstein. He goes aerial. He goes high. He goes long. Good so far. He's in. That's short. And that's heaved away over extra cover this time and away to the boundary for 4 runs. Down onto strike. Works up one into the offside and goes through to 50. Does Charlie Allison, his third in List A cricket. Delivers the final ball of this over. 5 singles off it so far. Oh, that's down the leg side. Burgess has missed it, and that will go down to the boundary. Lintott just held up by the umpire momentarily, but is ready now. Comes in and bowls, and Benkenstein square drives out to the boundary for 4 runs. Giving himself room this time is Allison, and he cuts away in the air, and it loops agonisingly.
Benkenstein on strike. Hannon Dolby bowls to him. He has an enormous waft. Runs in, bowls to Allison, who waits on a slower ball and gets 4 runs through extra cover. Was dropped in too short.
Here's Miles in and bowls. Thane steps across to outside off stump and whips that one down to the long leg boundary.
Here is Hannon Dolby in and bowls, and this ball is hit in the air. I don't know if there's a fieldsman under the balcony there. There is, and that is the end.
Hannon Dolby into Allison. Oh, and Allison goes aerial. It's gone a long, long way in the air. Man at long off should take this one. Just has to backpedal a little bit, but Lintott takes it pretty comfortably in the end, and that's the end of an excellent innings.
A ball was taken beyond 300. That was launched in the air, and it's going to be okay. It's over the head of Will Rose. Oh, it bounces awkwardly, and Rob Yates could not stop it crossing the boundary.
Comes in and bowls to Richards once again. Well outside off stump, and Richards hammers it straight down the ground.
Bowls as Yorker length, and that's lofted for 6 over long arm.
Seen off the over.
And Miles bowls the last ball, and that's hoiked away for 4 more by Allison. So Allison finishes 4-6-4. And that one, he gets hold of that one, Yates, and that it's a long boundary, but that will be the first boundary.
Bowls, that's a lovely shot through the covers, and it's racing away. Allison to him, and here's another lovely shot for 4 more. Overall, reasonably tidy as the next ball is driven and finds the gap. That's a splendid shot. 4 runs, and from the Graham Gooch end. Bowls, and it's smacked through the covers, no stopping that. Good attempt from Robin Dash. Beard bowls to Barnard. Barnard smacks this one away to the boundary.
Not have to have an adjusted score. That is an edge. In comes Allison, and that short is hoiked away for the first 6 of the Warwickshire innings.
It'll be a very long one. Richards is in bowls, and Yates has worked this ball away down to the long leg boundary for 4.
Noah Thane in and bowls, and that's pulled high in the air, and for 6. To start another over, the 13th over of this innings. He's in and bowls. Barnard comes a long way down the wicket.
Get to these days, played very well.
Thane in, pulled away by Yates. That's gone Miles. That's gone.
Richards bowls to Barnard. Barnard pulls this ball away for 4 runs to deep backward square leg. Wesley again. Bowls, and ball swept away straight to the deep backward square leg. Just be a single. Charlie Allison fields, and the applause you hear from a group of rowdies sat in front of us. Bowls again. Appeal for LBW, and he's given. Rob Yates is the man who's got to go. He went on the sweep there.
To Barnard. He's in, he bowls. Barnard immediately sweeps that one away for 4 runs. Down to...
And he's launched it high, and that's going to go all the way to for 6.
In again, bowls to Rhodes. Rhodes goes on the big hit here, and it's gone miles up in the air. Should be caught, and is caught. Warwickshire not reaching the target, but just losing wickets.
Benkenstein in again. Oh, and that's swept up in the air and gone. And Shake is out now. Just thinking, I'm going to help that one around the corner, and I'll pick up 4 runs here, and he hasn't got enough on it. Did the bulk of the work. Benkenstein bowling now. Oh, that's hooked away by Burgess, pulled away for 6. Who's going to bowl to Burgess? Bowls. Burgess comes down the wicket and lofts that one for 6 into the River Can behind us.
Comes in to bowl to Barnard. Oh, he's come down the pitch, launched that in the air. There is a fielder out there, but he's beaten him, and that's, I think, cleared the rope for 6.
I think it has.
Umpire's just checking with the fielder down there. The Warwickshire players are all applauding. It is a 6.
Allison comes in, bowls, and Burgess gets right under that one, but he's got enough distance on it as well. Ben Allison bowls. Burgess plays that into the onside, and the second cheer you can hear is for a half century for Michael Burgess.
And that is play down to backward point for 4. Ed Barnard punches the air. The Warwickshire captain has batted through the entire innings to finish 173 not out, and take Warwickshire home by 7 wickets. A big run chase from them.